I Amazoned a book for this person. I heard this person likes Amazon, so I got this for them. He who shall not be named, who submitted this cease and desist letter to me to try to get me to shut up. I have this book for this individual. Previously on Fake Guru. Guys, we have an epidemic of fragile millionaires. I'll tell you the normal plan for a lot of these fake gurus who want to evade criticism is to send a cease and desist letter to me, which I will promptly throw in the trash, and then he can subpoena me, and I have liability insurance, and I will continue talking about it. I'll talk about you all day. But ultimately, it's not about him having a realistic claim. It's about him silencing criticism and hoping it goes away. And anytime someone wants to hide the truth, it becomes that much more important to tell.
We do not speak his name.
Welcome to Fake Guru. Today we have an exciting story, guys. We have a hot race for the Fake Guru Trophy of the Year, Fake Guru of the Year. It's very exciting. I thought KT9 had it sealed, but this contains the Dark Horse's attempt to take back the throne. He who shall not be named. In this video, say his name in the comments at your own risk. This envelope contains a cease and desist letter from he who shall not be named towards the channel. It's confidential according to this legal team. I've carefully reviewed it, and I have a few things to say about the contents and the type of person who would send this. And then, as a show of good faith, yours truly, Sifu, is going to show you guys how to be magnanimous, how to be generous. I'm going to offer this person a gift from me to he who shall not be named. Okay, so starting with the contents of this, guys, I wish I could tell you more. Listen, it's very explicit. The cease and desist letter is confidential. I'm no lawyer. I looked it up online. It's kind of hard to tell what I can say, what I can't say. So I am not going to be revealing the contents, the exact contents of what's going on in here. But I'll tell you what's very clearly obvious and doesn't reveal anything about the thing. It has to do with things I've said about he who shall not be named. It's it's just a defamation cease and desist. The problem is that it doesn't have any merit, right? It's a SLAPP lawsuit.
SLAPP is an acronym that stands for Strategic Lawsuit Against Public Participation. These are frivolous suits with no legal merit, specifically designed to stifle public debate or dissent. And these happen all the time. Key characteristic of SLAPP suits. The whole point is to put the defendant through a difficult, painful experience. And even if cases fail in lower courts, as they often do, the plaintiffs can find ways to extend them through intensive discovery requests, depositions, and appeals that drain the target's time and resources. And alarmingly, journalists are not the only ones targeted with SLAPP suits. In some cases, they can be used to silence citizen activists.
It's made to shut me up, guys, and we're not gonna shut up. In America, again, it's not Korea. All these gurus think we live in Korea. But guys, we haven't broken any laws. This has all been within free speech, fair criticism, fair use, consumer advocacy work. I don't have a course to sell you, right? This person might be able to say, hey, if a guy with a course talked bad about me, then we have a problem because maybe he's trying to profit off of the people that I lose. But I'm not getting people buying a course when they leave this guy. I'm just saving them $2,000. That's all I'm doing. So the lawsuit's ridiculous. And for that reason, and because I also promised you guys I would do it, it is going into, well, that was anticlimactic, the trash. Because it's ridiculous, and it's an attempt to bully me and silence me, and we're not gonna let that happen, guys. We're not gonna let that happen on Coffeezilla. I told myself two things when I started this channel. I said, number one, no one's off the table. No one's off limits. That means that even when I talk to these gurus, a lot of them have approached me behind closed doors trying to chum up to me. I can't make friends with these guys. I don't say, hey, since we're buddies, I'm not gonna make a video about you. That's not how this works. If you're a fake guru, you get called out. But number two, the second rule of Coffeezilla is that we don't respond to intimidation. We don't respond to legal threats. We don't respond to threats against my financial situation. You know, I'm not rich, guys, right? I spend most of the money made from this channel directly back into our liability insurance to protect us from bullies, right? So this isn't for me, right? It's for you, the people. It's why I have people like Garrett on, the teacher who joined to High Ticket Closer and lost $26,000. It's why I have anonymous interviews with people who lost $13,000 with all manner of scams, because this ultimately is about getting you the information, and we cannot back down to threats like this. So I'm just here to tell you what's happening, to update you on what's going on. But we're being legally threatened, basically. It's a matter of take down the videos, the posts, or else. But we're not gonna do it. And come hell or high water, you know, whatever they decide to do, we will be reporting on it. We will be talking about it. They're not going to silence Coffeezilla. But number two, I have a gift for this person. He who shall not be named, okay? And let me explain the gift before I talk about it. Guys, as we saw in the last video, I think there's a bit of an ego problem here, right? There's a bit of a feeling when you make a certain amount of money that I can just throw money at problems to make them go away. I don't actually have to allow free speech about me. I don't actually have to allow bad posts about me. I can just silence criticism. And I think a certain type of person does that. I think there's a psychology behind it. I think it's some kind of a syndrome. I think there's a little problem going on here. And so to help that little problem, I Amazoned a book for this person. I heard this person likes Amazon, so I got this for them. Okay, so if this person would like to anonymously contact me, he who shall not be named, who submitted this cease and desist letter to me to try to get me to shut up, I have this book for this individual. If they would like to send me their address, I can ship it right to them. But let's just open up the book and see. We'll reseal it later, but I want to show you guys the book that was for this person, so they can see what a great prize they'd get if they would just you know, stop trying to silence me all the time. Look, check it out. This is a book that I feel is appropriate for the type of person who feels that they need to silence critics online who are calling out predatory behavior. This is a book I feel is appropriate for people who get very testy when you talk about them for any reason at all. You know what I mean? Look, on the back, we've got the almost an inch ruler. Well, look, I don't know about the specifics, you know, for the contents, but my guess, I hear that he's a leading authority on helping people, you know, with maybe confidence issues, maybe some kind of some kind of a like a psychological syndrome. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anybody. I don't know if this person has this situation. My guess is that if there is a situation, it might be a small situation, you know, worth getting addressed. I hear meditation is good. Hold on, let's look at that. They even have little illustrations. Obviously, this is all a joke, and I'm not saying anything about anyone's problems, big or small. But what I am saying is that, you know, I do sometimes wonder about the people who are submitting cease and desist letters for YouTube videos, right? I do wonder about that. And so if I get an email address, if they'd like to go ahead and put that, I can go ahead and send that to you. I'm really thinking that it might be a book that is applicable to a lot of these gurus selling courses. I think it'd be valuable. They all read Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, but have you heard of Ant Smith? Have you heard of Ant Smith? Things to think about. Things to think about. Obviously, I don't want a lawsuit. Nobody wants a lawsuit, but I refuse to be silenced. I refuse to have, not just for me, but I refuse to have the voices of the victimized and the preyed upon be silenced as well. I refuse to let it happen, guys. Until next time, I love you guys. I love the support of the Coffeezilla fake guru army. Have a good one.